The real, all these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal on the real. All these dirty Moors know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they probably do is squeal on the real. All these dirty Moors know the deal. When the truth gets revealed, all they probably do is squeal.
Really quickly. First, I rise giving honor and praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sustainer of the boundless universes, to his illustrious prophet, About Ali, who came in these days and times, teaching the Moors to be themselves. When the Moors had fell into the graves of Negro, black, colored, Ethiopian, African American, or any of the other names that the pale-skinned nations of Europe choose to place upon the Moors. So we know these are very simply Islamers, and that these are not the names or titles that belong to the Moors. Islam? Islam. Our flag, the real old glory. The red flag with the 5 pointed green star in the center, representing the 5 highest principles that are known to man. That is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Our flag, the Moorish flag, has flown on these shores over 50,000 years. To the red, white, and blue, the banner of trade, amity, and commerce. This banner is a divine reminder to the Moors, the European nations, or the Moors, they owe us in continental interest. To you, the Ills and Bays, who are the successors of the Prophet's movement. This movement belongs to you. It doesn't belong to any national Grand Sheik, Supreme Grand Sheik, or governor, but belongs to the people and the people belong. To my staff, we work diligently day and night to make sure that our movement is still moving and has not become stagnant. How's everybody doing? Rest. It's good to see a lot of brothers in the house and sisters in the house, the families all here. And I don't want to waste a lot of time. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to do the best I can with the time that we have. But before I get into that, we're going to talk about chapter 47. Is that okay? And before we do that, though, I want to play a video. This is a movie called The Celestial Prophet. I actually had this, the picture down on the Lord yesterday or something. How do we make this work? I don't know. Make it work out. I went to public school.
I guess you can.
You need it on?
You turn them off?
Oh. You did something I didn't even know. That knows not what being told. Want to stay up there? All right, I want y'all to pay close attention. Because unfortunately, a lot of the people who've come had a misconception about what Moorish science was and where we are. And one of the fundamental things that you need to know when you're going through a state of coming back to your own is to know who you are. That would help, right? Right. But not only do you want to know who you are, you want to know where you are. Is that correct? And then you want to know what time it is. Is that correct? Rewind it a little bit, yeah. Still not perfect. Who's it go back to?
Union's family for hundreds of years goes all the way back to the Spanish language, the Moors. These days it's kind of a retreat. Are there people there that are studying prophecy? Some of them.
See, the people that are studying the prophecy, so let's find out what the order looks like. Who's the owner here?
It's actually right after you said the name.
Yeah, it was right after. It's right there more.
together. I had a feeling you would show up.
Very Gordon.
Father Sanchez is on
Right?
I think it's time, Rich.
Hit the line for me, sister.
That's from a movie called The Celestial Prophet. Not that that has any serious relevance or would support our claim, because what our prophet said to us is sufficient. But what I think should be known by the Moors is how the European takes what it is that we've been given and puts it in movies and in cinema, because they understand that these tools are tools of propaganda that can be used to express an idea, right? And every blue moon, there's a movie that's made, and they'll allow the creators of the movies to sneak a little truth in, you know. And this movie is interesting because the rest of the movie is pretty boring. I only got it because someone had it, and I just happened to be sitting. We were in a restaurant. It was me, Aki and Hotep. We were sitting in a restaurant, and we were eating, and then the sister was playing a video, and they said Spanish language in the morning. We must have played it over and over again just to make sure that that's what they had said, and it was correct. But it was so interesting. This story takes place in Peru. And we understand, see, we've redefined it. See, the most powerful tool in the hand of a man who can wield it is the power of definition. It's not a knife, it's not a sword, it's not a gun. The most powerful tool is the power of definition. Being able to take something and have that something be expressed in your ideas. All of y'all are victims, unfortunately, of historical and educational editing. All of y'all, everybody in the room. And because we're victims of historical and educational editing, we're not conscious of things that we should have been conscious of 20 or 40 or 50 or 100 years ago. See, we thought racism just meant that somebody holds us down. That's not what racism is. Racism means that somebody is running. That's what it means. And the European has an advantage because he ran first. But he ran after the fall. It wasn't before you. He started running at the time of the fall. It's easy. How many people watch boxing? How many people know that if you hit the guy right, and the guy stutters, you hit him again, it's easier to knock him out than to just die. I mean, he's on his way down anyway. So to take the Moors and attack the Moors during the time of the fall of the Moors, that's not an accomplishment. It's not an accomplishment. So we have to understand how to get back up. A lot of times we focus on the problem, but we're not solution-based. So that's what Noble Dawiyd Ali came to teach the Moors. The solution. It's simple. The solution is, man, know thyself. See, when you know yourself, it's almost impossible to be victimized anymore. The Israel culture. It's impossible to be victimized when you know yourself. If you know your connection to your Creator and what your purpose is. I've been telling the Moors to read this book over and over and over again, and I don't know how many people actually listen to it. But the name of the book is called The Alchemist. Right? And in the book is talking about this individual's personal legend. He goes on this journey to actually find what his personal legend is. And he finds it. But on his path, he discovers that everything that he needs is already inside himself. It's not outside of himself. So what Noble Dawiyd Ali came to do was to teach the Moors who they are. It says that we debased ourselves and tore ourselves away from Allah. So what does that mean?
And I uplift the fallen humans from the ashes. The phoenix will rise and live on after it clashes. Feathers and head wraps, costume ball sashes. Atlantis and Pangea was us ruling the atlas. The mundane, some god and numb brain. Judah is reincarnate, some self-proclaimed.